Hello everybody, it's Kelly again. I'm back with card number 2 for January. We are working with the 2 different bundles that are on pages 10 and 11 of the new mini catalog, and we're primarily using this bundle with some of the stamps from this bundle. Okay, and so let's get started on our second card. In this card, again, here's the stamp sets I'm using, are these 2 stamp sets, okay? And with that, this is the card we're going to make. I used the gingham embossing folder, and I used these dies. This is my sentiment. This is my, my heart that came out. When we did the first card, this part here is the remnant of that first card. So I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use it for something else. Okay, and so that's what we're going to do here. So this is a very simple card. It's just a pretty much just stacking. The hardest part is coloring this, and you can color it or you can leave it white. Either way is fine. White is just as beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it just being plain white. That is up to you. That's what it would look like if it's plain white. This one that I'm going to do today will stay plain white because it'll take me too long. It took me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You don't want to watch me color. But let me show you what I use to color with. This is just such a fun product, and I absolutely love these. These are the Many Marvelous markers, and they come in all 40 colors, including our trend colors, but the basic set comes in all 40 colors, and they match our stamps, the ink stamps. And so, oops, I have to get out, I think this one is Highland Heather. I have to get out a red, and I'm going to get out a Flirty Flamingo. That was Melon Mambo. Let's try for Flirty Flamingo. I found Flirty Flamingo. Sorry about that. So these 3 colors I use a lot. And then for the green, I use the Granny Apple Green in here. So these are like the colors I used to color this. Like I said, I'm not going to color one right now. You know what it looks like. You can color the leaves any color you want. You can leave it blank. White, it is your choice. But I'm going to show you a couple of things that I did with these markers that I think are a lot of fun. The sentiment that we used this time is the Valentine greetings. So it could be kind of for anyone. So let me get that Valentine greetings out. And I stamped that in just black because I wanted it to be very subtle, and I didn't want to clash with what color should it be when I had multiple colors on mine. And red, white, and black are always so pretty together in a Valentine's card. So this is my sentiment piece right here, and bear with me, I'm going to try to stamp this straight. It's always a joke. There we go. Well, it's not perfectly straight, but it's not too bad. So we're going to go with that. Remember, there's always 2 sides to the piece of paper. So if you don't like the first side, flip it over and do the other side. And then let's go ahead and put our card together. It's pretty simple. Oh, wait, we have to make this beautiful. So before we put anything together, we're going to make this beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker, and I'm actually going to color on my stamp with it. Now this is the same color as if I was using an ink pad, but I want my hearts to be 3 different colors. So I've decided that I will use red, pink, and a purple on my stamp set. And purple. We'll make this one purple. Now you're going to say, well, didn't those markers dry up? Well, they did. So what we're going to do, oops, well, that was unique. Well, we'll just put a little, this one might be a multicolored heart just because I went and did something silly. But anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to take your stamp and bring it up to your mouth and like huff on it. So you're going to go, and the steam or the moisture from your huff is going to moisten the ink again. Now that's not as pretty as it could be. I'm going to flip this over. Just like I said, if you don't like it, flip it over. I'm going to do this again. Do this real fast. See if I can keep the colors where they belong. Purple's on the bottom. Just remember that. Purple's on the bottom. Purple's on the bottom. Pink is on the middle. Let's try this one. I think this one will be better. And it's okay that it's kind of blotchy. I'm okay with that. It's supposed to look like, you know, kind of abstracty. Now, if you're real upset with it, you can always try and line it back up and press it down again and see if you get it a little bit better. It came out pretty much the same. So, with that being said, we're going to put this together. I don't know. I think I like this pink better. That's a better heart. That's a better pink. I think I'm going to go with the better pink because I like the pink better on that one. So again, I just line things up on the side. It's how I visually line things up. I have a grid paper I could be using to line things up. That's going in crooked. Ooh. You know, this only happens on videos. Actually, it happens all the time. But it seems to be more prevalent on a video. There, that looks much better. See, much better. Now, I can put this on the inside of my card. Again, I'm going to line it up. I'm going to set her down. Okay. And you can determine if you want this to be this way, you know, a landscape or a portrait card. Either way works. The hearts are in a good spot for either. I'm going to do this one, though, in landscape. I'm going to just adhere this down. I kind of make a Z. It just seems to work for me that way. But there's a lot of texture in this card. And I like that Z for holding this down. Okay. Then this is going to get popped up. And so will this. So we're going to get out some dimensionals. Look at this. New package of dimensionals. Yay. So this is how I start my dimensionals. I just kind of fold them and then start in one row or two rows. And I'm very generous with my dimensionals. Some people are very stingy. I think it's kind of fun to use them, so I do. I like to use them. Put one in the middle. Now here I'm going to be a little bit more careful how I'm using them so that I make sure that I stay completely inside the sentiment. That's the hardest part right there. The sentiment piece. And this one's so thin I'm not going to bother with a bottom on it. And I am going to put this here. Valentine greetings. And then we'll put our heart on. And again, now I did not color this, but that just would take too long to do that. And you know, it's up to you whether or not you want this at an angle, which way you want it. But I still think it's pretty this way. It's very classic, very simple. You could embellish it by putting some rhinestones on here. When I did this one, and I colored it. That was enough. This embossing is really hard to figure out the flowers from the leaves, and make sure that when you're coloring you're using, you know, just the right spot of green in here. But I think it's a lot of fun, and I hope you try it out. Don't forget to do your envelope. Now, this was me being lazy with the envelope and doing it all in one color. You certainly can do that, or you can do the technique of coloring each one and stamping it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.